Oh my god, vampires. Still only a 6 though. Unfortunate. We need to level up.
Here we go.
So this unit of vampires, are they siblings or just distant cousin? Just distant cousins, I think. Tell me about. I want to know more about you. I know what you're asking. How did someone like me end up in these lands? A warrior without kith or kin, or a godly blessing, or a crusader's mantle. Many have asked me the same thing. Tell me about your past. I was born in Daggermark, the city of thieves, murderers, and poisoners. I soldiered for a while, served in the infantry under Jalik Klovish. Didn't take long to realize there's two types of Daggermark soldiers. There's the dumb thugs who need to be bossed around, and then there's the adventurous lads who use the title to do murder and extortion for hire. Ugh. You can guess which one. You can guess which ones I fell in with. I knew the rules of the game, and the wealthy often called on me to solve their problems or get a leg up on the competition. Then I got into a quarrel with an officer, and I left the service and became an independent contractor. Turns out, outside Daggermark, there's a lot fewer specialists who fit my profession, fit my profile. A proper assassin can get paid pretty well. The job took me all over Aveston before I came here. You could have protected your home and served your own people, and you chose the work of an assassin? I don't understand you. I don't see much difference between a soldier and an assassin. They do the same job, take orders from the same lords and masters, except the soldiers that get paid less and have to obey their dumb sergeants. Do you have a family? My people don't brook trade with assassins. Gotcha. As for my other family, I got one of those too. On my travels, I met a woman fair and kind. For her, I laid down my weapon. Got a house, became a simple city dweller. We had a daughter. We lived like that for a year and a half before the road called me back. I loved her, but that life, it was like I was being buried alive. I was ready to kill myself just to end the torturous meaninglessness. Only the road could cure me of those thoughts, but for some reason I kept going back to that house I once lived in, to the woman I once loved, to the daughter I don't even really know and who doesn't know me. If I watch from afar, I don't have the right to return to their lives. Mora, my daughter, I don't know what she is to me, the biggest mistake in my life or the greatest mark I'll leave on the world. I feel sorry for you. Sometimes you have to pay for love with suffering or regret. You piercingly then speaks in a trembling voice. At least you understand. What brought you to the Whirlwind? There's a lot of good jobs here, and not many competitors. A lot of dangerous demons, and every one of them has gobbled up someone's son, wife, or best friend. And who do they come to for vengeance? The Crusaders. They're bound up by their orders, and they lack the necessary skills. And the people who hire me don't want to wait until the crusade ends, if it ever will. That's where I come in, ready to deliver targeted vengeance today for a generous fee. What's your opinion on the crusade? I'd lie if I said I see much difference between me and the crusaders. Times now aren't like they were during the first crusade. Nowadays, the ranks of the crusaders are filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, fortune hunters, and lads who just plain love carnage. And all of them should thank the gods that the world wound is still open. Otherwise, they'd be busy with robbery and murder. And when they meet in the street, they'd not be wearing noble scowls, but taking off their hats and addressing me as sir. But crusaders are guided by their duty and loyal to the queen, not money. Why is your hand away? One more excuse for why, out of all the professions, they chose the one that gives them the right to kill. And as for excuses, they're like a hole in your arse. Everyone's got one. Yeah. You know, you're the first among my clients to ask such questions. Tell me about your craft. Like any master of this, I can talk for hours. What's the most important thing in an assassin's work? The first rule of an assassin, bring the head back with you. Seriously though, tactics and equipment are what matters. The winner isn't the strongest, but the one who strikes first, so long as that's also last. When I get a job, I don't rush into things. Let the victim know they're being hunted. Let them reinforce their guards. Trust no one, and fall into paranoia. And only when the victim is exhausted at the end of their tether do I come to wish them sweet dreams. It might sound funny, but believe me, no one's laughing in that room. Are you haunted by remorse? Not at all. I've met a lot of people, met a lot of good people, but many of them had a generous price on their heads. Everyone is a thorn in someone else's side. For some reason, folks imagine the good lads have fair right to ruin the lives of the bad ones, and not the other way around. But it's only the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain. And those morals shift every day. I've been to many different places, talked to many different people, and the morals were different everywhere. Lords, judges, and priests should deliver death sentences, not you. I've known a lot of lords and judges and priests, and compared to them, I'm a saint. I've got no illusion that justice works better in their hands than mine. You must value your reputation a great deal. Of course, not a lot of work. Reputation is everything. It keeps away the random fools who are looking for a fight, and the right people I know I can be trusted. Anyone who has no care for their reputation is no better than a frog-eating kobold. There's no doing business with those hacks. The best you could do is use them for a job and then kill them afterwards. Whereas I, as a professional with a name, demand respect from the client. Tell me about your best murder. The most difficult one was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of the wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or his name. Hunting him down was a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through his secret dungeon, secret underground palace that looked like a wind-up dollhouse put together by a psychopath. Wow, that's you like this guy? Yeah, so do I. I won't be using him very much though. Anyways, no rational mind could have invented such intricate traps, and there were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. They nearly took 2 fingers and an ear. The professor was a dangerous bloke. Day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armor, which made him look like an 8-legged, steam-spewing winged monster, but I came prepared. A tomb raider from Osirian had taught me how to avoid the traps, and I opened up his armored suit like a tick-toad. Lick-toad goblin sword. It's not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. They use them to pull fallen knights from their armor to devour later, but I digress. I tore open his armor and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was. I'll just say it was very unexpected. The mechanic went berserk and attacked me with incredible force. He was too much for me, and I had to flee. The fool thought he'd won until he realized I'd reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, this place turned into a cloud of dust without his immaculate armor. My mark was sent on his merry way to, well, I suppose he's on a plane for broken golems and music boxes. Do you worship any gods? It's my family's way to worship Torag, but he's not my god. Many craftsmen venerate Torag, and I consider my work a craft. But Torag's priests also say that he harbors murder, abhors murder. Either way, I name another god as my patron, Norgorber, the god of dark and unlawful actions. He and I, we have an understanding. Norgorber, Black Fingers, is my patron. Unlike many of the other gods, he himself was once mortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built upon the grim truths of the streets that raised me. Norgorber will not try to fool you. He will never demand that you achieve perfection. After all, everyone knows that he is not perfect himself. Countless psychopaths and other scum worship him too. Butchers who conducted mass murders call him Father Skinsaw. Boneheaded street vermin thank the Grey Master for a bunch of coins they've managed to wrest away from a passerby, and, of course, the most despicable of them all, those who praise Norgorber as a reaper of reputation. Those disgusting rotten rats. Politicians. What do you think of your new powers? The dwarf glances at his hands. They're strong and firm and abnormally lean for his race. A nice bonus. My career is in for an upturn. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job, a deity or demon lord, or something of that sort. Do you like working for me? Yes, I like it, Commander. You don't keep me from doing what I do. You don't try to preach me, and you act with precision and competence. I respect that. I want to know more about your last client. He decided to remain anonymous, but I suspect his name is Willidus. I'd already stuck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Canabras, a stronger one. And in the Battle of Dresden, the client insisted I kill the demon with the dagger he gave me, and tell the wretch that Willidus said hello. According to my client, one stab would be enough, but it turned out differently. The demon survived, a stain on my reputation. I don't know why he got it wrong. Simple incompetence, or did he set me up to fail? Either way, I'd love to have another chat with this Willidus. Gets mythical powers, this guy. Wonder if I can kill God. Oh boy. Quite true. Quite true. See if Lan has anything more to say. Oh, absolutely nothing. Okay. Nobody really has anything else to say. This is actually kind of saddening. Yeah, we can sell that. Extend. I don't know why I have all these knives, but right. Anyways, let's see if he finally has new short sword, which I doubt. He has a short sword +2, a short sword shock, short sword +2. Huh. I don't have enough. So, boop. I have no money. I have no money. This is actually kind of sad. Anyways, go ahead and get out of here. Let's see if we can work on army a little bit more. Okay, so I need to take care of this demon army, but we're only 6, which is not particularly great. Yeah, this is gonna be the best way we can even get through here. Man, I'm running out of troops. Now, what are you? You're 4. Oh boy. Okay. Glory to the heroes. Arrival of the Hell Knights. Oh. Publican from Chili Creek. Vagrants. A crowd of the destitute, the sick, and the feeble-minded has arrived in Dresden, and they are asking to be admitted. Their lives are rough, they have no place where they belong, and they wish to die as heroes. At the very least. But the Crusaders do not wish to fight side by side with these vagrants either. Ew. Set up a hospital? Alright, Crusade morale increases by 1. Material points and income increases by 1. You know what? Let's do that. Set up a hospital. Ruchelet set up a Ruchelet. Nice. Set up a hospital for the poor souls in Dresden. The healers care for the sick and they help the supply units in gratitude. Nice. All right. Well, got some people wanting to talk to us, so let's go ahead and take care of that right now. Oh. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love these people? Is it so hard to smile at them? So to say a kind word, to share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of stuff from Ember. The crowd has gathered in the street, young and old, civilians and soldiers. Everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. And what about ungrateful assholes? Huh? You do good for them, and they just shite on you in return. Just don't be like them, and don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they're doing. And don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good, and you will see, sooner or later, they will realize they were wrong. Listen to her. She will teach you to live good lives. Right, Commander, that's for sure. Thank you for your kind words. I'm not saying anything special. These are simple things. Everyone knows them. Come on, keep talking. All right, I was talking about being kind to your neighbors, and look, the commander decided to set an example. We'll all die, maybe very soon. How can we waste our short lives? It's easy to say. Love other people. Have you seen the mugs on some folk? There's nothing more pleasant than making someone happier. The girl has a way with words. I like listening to her. How can we defeat the demons if we become like them? Right. Now you're talking. If anyone told me that 10 years ago. If evil was done to you, don't store it in your heart. Forgive and let it go. She speaks so beautifully. I'm tearing up. All of you are wonderful. Everyone in the city is wonderful and kind. And really just sitting there. What's this ragamuffin bathering on about? Boo, chase her away. What a dick. Ember is bobbing her head and humming a tune. She greets you with a carefree, cheerful smile. Her wandering eyes linger on you for just a moment before darting off again into the distance. And the people in the city seem to like your sermons. Are those sermons? I just tell people things, simple things. Anyone can figure them out. People are much cleverer than me, but they listen to me and say thank you after. I probably just have a pretty voice. Oh. I like her. And Amber is just adorable. Amber is just absolutely freaking adorable. Most important thing though is we have to protect our little protect our little Ember muffin. Anyways, Character Ominous Rent. They approach as if in military formation, in lockstep, arranged so that the tallest, a white-haired elf, occupies the central position, flanked by the other two. At the same time, it does not seem as though any one of the 3 is the leader. Knight Commander Z. We are representatives of the Hell Knights in the no man's land of the Worldwound. Paralector Ominous Renth from the Order of the Gate, Paralector Larena Tai from the Order of the Pike, and Paralector Garen Deothen from the Order of the Pyre. Oh. We have come to officially greet the commander of the Fifth Crusade on behalf of the coalition of the Hell Knight Orders. The Orders have been and remain fundamentally opposed to demons and demon worshippers. We will continue to act in the no man's land of the Worldwound as an allied force to your armies. I welcome our honored allies to Dresden. Thank you, Knight Commander, and allow us to congratulate you on your victory in the Battle of Dresden. Are you willing to participate in joint operations? My armies need support. That is not possible at this moment in time. The Orders are following their own plans. The majority of our forces are deployed far to the west. We are thereby helping you by drawing the attention of the demon armies. Nice. Paralector Duran's decision to hand over part of his force for you to command was done on his own initiative, but the other orders and even the other chapters of the Order of the Godclaw have their own objective. Is that all you wanted to say? One more thing. Our chapters, together with the troop led by the Paralector Duran, intend to establish an outpost, or rather a fortified transfer point for our operations. We have found suitable ruins from the First Crusade, and we have begun making them fit for habitation. When the outpost is ready, you will be entitled, as our ally, to make use of the facilities for rest and sustenance when you are making forays deeper into the wound. Wow! On that, we shall take our leave, Knight Commander. Awesome! Anyways, so many strange, terrible things are happening here. Markel, a fisherman from the tiny, peaceful village of Chili Creek. Hell Knights have your respect? Same. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. Diplomacy plus 2180. Wow. But of course, I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You're surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted. There are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump out at you at any moment. And thankfully, I ran into a Crusader patrol, and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wistful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay home? What was I thinking, dragging myself all the way out here to the Worldwound? But, you know, it's just not right. Sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their necks for us every day. So I decided to pay you a visit. How's Jernug doing? He's settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. He heals the sick, fixes the nets with the others. Before you know it, he'll be learning how to swim. How would you like to stay here with us? No, thank you. Hate to say it, but I'm no crusader. Fighting demons is not really my thing. I'll get some rest before I head out. Take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. And then I'll head home to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in a lifetime. Anyway, you better come back to us. Back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. We've gathered up something else for you and for you heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It was too heavy to carry. Come to our village and you can pick it up yourself and pay us a visit while you're at it. We're always glad to see you. Well, we'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. Wow. I like this village. We're gonna go say hi right now. Wait to see how things unfold. Anyways, where's Chili Creek?